Hello, my name is Mary Burke. My project really is derived from the essence of the landscape. As an artist, I have a deep interest in or a need for investigation in the connection between humans and the land. I have a love of the land, and I suppose that comes through in all my work. I suppose the starting point within the research really is I go out to the landscape, I take photos and I do sketches. I also gather organic material from the landscape. For example, in this project I've worked with the hazel sticks, like hazel rods from the hazel tree, ash sticks, and I've worked with beech as well. Also, what I have created is sculptures, but I'd call it a hybrid artwork almost, because I've incorporated sculptures formed with sticks and with printmaking. So some monoprints from natural organic material onto cotton and muslin. They have been incorporated into my works. Now, it was quite a challenge, and a challenge which I really cherished because it was something I really wanted to try to do something different in art. I wanted to create all the works without any synthetic material if possible, just an artwork really from the land and from that investigation. I would have used leaves, ferns, reeds, and lots of organic material. And to create monoprints, I would have used a mordant, to set the cloth, and then I would have used leaves, ferns, different materials to derive different colours from those, so I could enable me to print without using ink, synthetic ink. So I've used mark making quite throughout the sculptures, in the printmaking on the cloth, and also in my work with the hazel sticks. I have a deep interest in the land, as in, I suppose I grew up on it, working on it, and all my life I have a love of being outdoors and just that connection with the land. And I just feel the land and the people that have passed through the land there's, even after centuries, there's a deep connection still there. The mark making on my hazel sticks and ash sticks really reflect the stories of the people past, the stories of our ancestors that still lie within the area, that still lie within the forests, in the moors and the bogs, in those places that we go for solitude, that we go for reflection, and that people go to farm, people go to hunt, just that part of the human that is still there within us, even in this world of AI. And I suppose, I feel the land absorbs the stories over time, and that without knowing that they're there, and they're within our lifetime too, and in the future our stories will be there. Our stories will be there within a place, and I think place and who you are, and knowing your place and really owning that is very important for the future for all humans, universally, not just in our own area. The forms within the landscape influence my sculpture. I am interested in not just the form in the sculpture, but also what is absent is important to me. I was always interested in space, what's in between the space, like the negative space in, not just necessarily in art, but in the environment, within the trees, the space that's there, what stories are there, what the absent space, what does that say? So that's very important to me as well. And back in the studio, I create my artworks and sculpture in relation to the space that is around the sculptures, in relation to the forms, the space that's around the forms. And also when I'm putting together an installation, the space, each work dictates the other one and dictates the final installation. And also I have to use the sensitive inquiry, towards the physical materials that I use. Like, I'm a very tactile artist. The bark on the trees, and that dictates a lot. The leaves, the wood. I really like working with wood, and that just dictates, really, it sets the mood for the artwork and dictates where it goes. I find my best designs arrive sometimes is actually in the handability of the work, when I'm handling the work, when I'm in the core of it. That a lot of times I like, working in and out of myself, the shliva, in and out of life. And it's like all, even it's a basic thing for humans, for tradesmen even, that piece that when you come into the flow of anything, like, you can just get there and your designs arrive.